Good evening, and welcome back to school. Kind of. In any setting, hopefully it's back to learning. I'm Mr. Carrigan. I'm the Algebra 1 teacher. This is my 5th year here at Sayreville War Memorial High School. And I'm going to take tonight to kind of just show you guys different ways you can navigate around some of the links and info and things that are available online, some of the things that your kids have been doing in class, and what's just showing you what's really important in order to stay on top of them so that they're keeping up to speed with everything that we're doing in class. In everything that you guys and all the info that you would be able to access, all available on my website. So I wanted to share that with you, how to access that, and just show you around some of the things that are available there. Okay, so if you go from the Sayreville High School website, on the right is a link for teacher websites. Click on that, and if you go down to find my name, Carrigan, there it is. Any important info for basically what we're doing in class, heads ups on assessments that are upcoming, anything that we're going to review for, and things that kids need to have a little bit more time in order to get done. That'll all be included in here. The links for what they're going to need in class. So basically, day-to-day basis, there's 3 things that we're going to be using. One is our WebEx links for class meetings. Okay. The second thing is going to be on course, and then the third is big ideas. So those links are all right here. Okay. There's also some info for basic stuff for grades, and just class things that they would need for day to day, and just kind of information attendance wise and things like that you might need to know. But that's all posted right here on my website. Okay. As far as on course goes, that's the biggest part of their class. Okay. Outside of the very everyday class meetings on WebEx, the main things that they're going to access and information that they're going to get is all going to be through OnCourse. So I included this link, one for the student login, and it also gives you an opportunity to have the parents logins. So you can go on there and you can see their grades and assignments that were posted and published there, how they did, and just keep up with the progress that way. And that's great. Okay. What you can't see is the day-to-day lessons and messages that I give the students. But that's what they need to really be logging into and checking every single day. So even if they miss class, if they miss a meeting, if they're having some tech trouble and aren't able to, get on for the day to be with us right in person for their class meeting, all the information is still going to be posted in OnCourse with directions, links, notes, anything that they need. And that, usually for each day, I've pretty much included some type of assessment, whether it's homework or classwork, or maybe just, a basic like do now kind of thing that we do, just one problem or so. But something that is going to be measured and assessed, that has to do with what we're doing in class. And that's all included on course. If they do happen to miss, like I was saying, they don't need to come to me and email me and say, what did I miss? Where's the information or notes or anything like that? It's all going to be right in their daily lessons that are posted on OnCourse, so they can always just access it that way. So that's really the most important aspect of this whole environment here, is being able to get on this and just keeping up to speed with all the information that's going on there. So usually there's a lesson almost every single day that'll be posted in there, and inside of there we'll have some type of notes or attachments, links, things like that that we're going through for the day, with all the directions and anything that's they need to know. Um, the assessments are basically just for the most part like multiple choice type things, not anything that would take them very long, but stuff that is just really geared towards what we're doing in class, and just a little bit of extra practice. The one of the things I'm going to say is not just one, but one of the difficulties in this environment is for us really being able to know, who is really doing really well, and just has a total understanding of whatever we're doing in class, between the attendance and just different issues with meeting and audio visual aspects which are can be troubling, and um, going through the different examples for some new material and showing the students how to do things. There's not really a whole lot of opportunities for practice. So if the kids aren't really involved in the day-to-day discussions, um, and participating and asking questions and emailing us and checking in and things like that, there's really not, um, you know, a great way for us to tell for sure who's doing really well, and who needs a lot of help. I can't see them in most cases, so it's again like really hard, and shortened time and everything makes it really difficult to give them the extra practice that we would have in class, and being able to just see that and immediately tell uh, with confidence, like who needs a little bit more help and who doesn't. It's one of those things that just being stuck in this setting kind of makes that hard. So it's really important that they stay up to speed with um, anything that we're doing in class, taking good notes. They don't need a textbook. If we were in class, they wouldn't need a textbook. I take all the notes from the text, examples and other problems, and I'll print them out for them. So in this setting, I put them in some type of file that's attached in their lesson. They don't need to print everything out. What I tell them is just have a notebook handy, and they can go through or just do the examples as we're doing the steps, and just copy that down. And that's something that they're going to apply when they're doing their homework, and any assessments or anything like that are going to be geared towards practice for that type of concept. Okay. So it is important that during those meetings, they pay attention, they have their notebooks ready, and they're just, copying down, trying the problems as we're going through, and correcting any mistakes that they have, because they're going to use that later on for whatever the homework assessment is, or classwork or quiz or test that's coming up. Okay. Um, but they do have access to the online text. And that's the big ideas that I was talking about before. All right, so they know to click on. The kids have done this themselves. They've all had access. They're all registered with the online text. They're going to log in with Clever. Okay, and sometimes if we don't use the big ideas in class day to day, there's kids that forget. So I kept directions on my website for logging in. When they log in, they're going to see this. Log in with Clever. They're going to see this site. Mine looks a little bit different than the student page, but there's a lot of similarities and resources that are available. Different videos, example problems. If they click on the dynamic text, they'll be able to see our textbook and go through the sections and look at the examples more. For whatever reason, if they didn't get what we were doing in class that day, just weren't able to see the examples done for them, maybe that's something they go back and check and go through a little bit more in depth. But basically, the other thing that we're going to be using it for is the assignments. Okay, and they know they click on the assignments right in the middle there next to resources, and anything that they have is going to that's active is going to be right here. So sometimes it'll be a classwork assignment, sometimes it'll be some type of extra credit or something like that, homework. It'll be right here, and they just click on that, and they know that they have to submit it once they go in and finish it. Okay, so again, I left the directions on the website if anybody has some trouble or forgets it. But they'll always be in here. Some of the Encore's assignments, I don't give them a chance to make it up if they miss it, because I send them back with the answers almost the next day all the time. But with the big ideas, they'll always be active in here. So if they're ever missing anything, they can, and you notice that there's a big idea 0 in their grade book or something, they're this tab overdue will include anything that has assignments that we already did. So on Friday we did this 1.2 big ideas. Everybody should have submitted that and not have it active in their assignments. So the only other thing that basically for class that they need is going to be what they've been doing every day in our WebEx meetings. But in case anybody ever forgets the links or is using a different device, gets knocked off for whatever reason, didn't have it for that day, it's going to be right here on my web page in these links for whatever period. It's kind of hard to see right there, so you might have to just copy the link and then post it in another browser or another window and then open it up that way. But they're all here, and the office hours as well, from 1:17 to 2:12 each day. I'm pretty much available. I told the kids, if they need me, get in touch with me, email, message me in Encourse. That's an easy thing to do. And I have a heads up that I know that they're coming for extra help, or if parents you want to discuss something, that's a good time to do it. Okay, so my email is also right here on this webpage in case you need it to get in touch with me. But that's basically anything you guys need to know. The homework for the week, it's all posted right here, along with some other info that you might need. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And if you need me, I'm here. I know this is super difficult. I know that there's a lot of problems with technology wise and things like that, and issues that people are going to have, but we're working through it, and the kids have been awesome. They help each other out. They keep us posted. They in the chat, let us know if we're having trouble, like not coming across on our ends as far as lagging, the screen lagging, or we're not coming across on the mic and things like that. So in a lot of ways, they're better at this stuff than we are, and it's like I said, everybody's been pretty good. But if you have any concerns or any type of questions or anything like that, then please feel free to reach out, get in touch with me, and we'll work together to get through this and make sure that your student is doing well. Okay, thanks a lot. That's it. Have a good evening. Take care.